Rapper 21 Savage has been taken into custody by U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement in Atlanta. Authorities say the rapper, whose real name is Shea bin Abraham Joseph, is from the UK, although he claims to be from Atlanta.
Man, things are heating up fast. ICE might really be circling back for 21 Savage, and this time, it's not looking good. His ex-wife Kiana just went nuclear, allegedly snitching to the feds that their whole marriage was just a visa setup. And now that Latto's name is being thrown in the middle of all this chaos, the drama just went from bad to explosive.
Also, doesn't 21 Savage have like an interesting story? Like, wasn't he detained?
He was detained. It was like ICE arrest, and then they found out that he ended up finding out he was British, like he was born in London.
He didn't know that.
No, he knew, but they ended up finding.
For a minute, 21 and Kiana had been walking on thin ice, pretending everything was cool while the rumors piled up. They kept dodging questions, staying quiet, acting like it was all love, until Latto slipped up and called him my man in public. That one little line changed everything. Now Kiana's done playing nice, and she's ready to spill every single secret that could put 21 right back in ICE custody. But to really see how wild this story is, we gotta take it back to 2019, the year everything flipped for 21 Savage. Up until then, he repped Atlanta harder than anyone. Folks really believed he was born and raised on Bankhead. But when ICE pulled up that February, the whole city froze. Nobody could believe it. Turns out 21 wasn't even a U.S. citizen. He'd been here on a visa that had already expired a year before. ICE hit him with a targeted operation, and that arrest blew his entire cover. The memes, the Sir Savage, the 21st jokes, they were everywhere. But behind all that internet noise, the man was facing real trouble.
Savage is out of jail tonight. He bonded out this afternoon after 10 days in ICE custody. TMZ obtained this photo as he boarded a private jet with his mother in Irwin County. Agents arrested him during Super Bowl weekend for overstaying his visa granted in 2005 by more than a decade. He still faces deportation.
He even sat in ICE custody before finally being released on bond. Even with that cloud over his head, 21 didn't crack. He doubled down and went straight back to work in the studio, dropping heat like nothing happened. Then he linked with Latto for Pull Up, and that collab wasn't just a track. It lit the rumor mill on fire instantly. At the same time, heavy hitters like Jay-Z's legal team were stepping in to help him fight the immigration case, which kept everything hanging by a thread. His future came down to paperwork, lawyers, and timing. Every move mattered, every day counted, and right in the middle of that storm, Latto slid into the frame, loud and clear. By 2020, fresh out of ICE detention, whispers about them being more than music partners started flying everywhere. Fans turned into detectives, lining up vacation pics, matching background details, and stitching together timelines like a crime board on TV. Comment section sleuths were catching tiny clues the average person missed, and still, both 21 and Latto kept the same script: deny, deny, deny. Latto especially made it known she wasn't feeding the blogs, staying firm on her boundary and keeping her business under lock and key. Anytime interviewers tried to press, she hit the same calm line: I keep my relationship private. She kept it classy, didn't blink, didn't fold, and acted like the chatter was beneath her. Meanwhile, 21 played it cool and quiet. The mystery card, no confirmations, no denials, just silence that kept people guessing until little slips started popping up and the storyline got way too spicy to ignore. The first real crack showed up on Latto's birthday trip to Puerto Rico in December 2020, and fans went into full detective mode fast. She dropped those flashy vacation pics like usual, but people spotted something wild. The balcony view in her shots matched 21's Miami story almost frame for frame. Except he wasn't in Miami. He was clearly in Puerto Rico too, and members of his crew were seen on the island at the same time. After that, coincidence stopped convincing anybody, and blogs started digging like pros. More hints kept stacking, then boom, the pink Corvette popped up, and folks started asking if 21 surprised Latto with it. She showed it off heavy, posted the photos, and less than a month later, swore there was no romance going on. But by then, the internet had already locked in its verdict. The accessories started talking louder than the interviews too. Latto pulled out that 777 chain on repeat, and fans weren't slow with the math. 7 plus 7 plus 7 equals 21, and that didn't feel subtle at all. It came off like a soft confession to a lot of people, whether that was the intent or not. Meanwhile, 21 had quietly dropped a different kind of bomb earlier that same year. He legally married Kiana Joseph in October 2020. She'd been around since before the Amber Rose chapter, so her name wasn't new to folks who follow his timeline. But the timing raised eyebrows everywhere, especially coming off the ICE situation, and people started side-eyeing the move as a possible business decision to protect his status in the States. Get married, stay working, keep the career moving. That's how many framed it, even while admitting they were connecting dots from the outside. And while 21 was legally tied to Kiana, the chatter linking his name to Latto refused to cool off. It only got louder with every matching backdrop, every sleek car post, and every carefully worded denial. Blogs and fans stayed on go. Every time they weren't together, they somehow popped up in the same spots with matching backgrounds and low-key captions like clockwork. Then 21 slipped and posted a story of Latto bare-faced with a thirsty line. "Dang, you fine vibes," and a cheeky, "only one way to come about you, twin energy." And it was game over once the screenshots hit the timeline. He deleted fast, but the internet moved faster. For years, they danced on that thin line between denial and receipts. She'd hit interviews preaching privacy, while he let the mystery breathe in silence. Then came the tweet that shook the room. Fun fact, my man really is the first and only man I let hit on the first date, and we're 4 years in. She didn't drop a name, but at that point, who else did folks think she meant? Timelines kept clicking into place, and just when it felt like it couldn't get any messier, Latto and 21 were spotted vacationing together out in the open. No sneaky angles, no mirrors, just vibes and sunshine. The streets went wild, the blogs lit up, and the quiet acts started to crack loud. The internet gagged for real, and she didn't deny a thing. TMZ pressed her in New York, and when they asked, she stood on it with pride. My man, my man, my man. Oh, wait. That's the clip that turned a whisper into a headline. That was the switch flip. The private storyline jumped into the public lane. No blinker. Meanwhile, Kiana wasn't sitting still. She popped up online more, posted family moments, and even wished 21's mom a happy birthday, calling her the best mother-in-law a girl could ask for. It looked like a quiet claim stake. Sweet, steady, intentional. Then the bomb rumor dropped. Word spread that Kiana was allegedly reporting 21 to ICE for immigration fraud. Not love, but business, according to the whispers. If that's true, the knock on the door could come back around, and this time the stakes feel heavier. Back in 2019, powerful help kept him afloat. But if an ex is filing official complaints now, the playbook could look way different and way uglier. ICE has been turning the heat up lately, and a fraudulent marriage allegation is no small thing. That's serious business. The timing looks rough too, because Latto is out here proudly calling him my man, and that spotlight could make everything sharper for investigators. Allegedly, Kiana might be playing her final card, and with enforcement getting stricter on immigration, it's not looking sweet for 21 right now at all. If complaints are truly being filed, the follow-up questions from authorities could come fast. But here's the messy part. If that marriage was strictly business to avoid deportation, why the hurt feelings about another woman, right? If it's only paperwork, stack the check and keep it pushing would be the cool move, at least on paper. Word on the curb is she caught real feelings and got comfortable with the title of 21's wife, which changes everything emotionally. And that's when decisions get loud. Now the story is she's flipping the table and allegedly handing him over to ICE herself, which is a wild twist if true. This whole thing, the ICE drama, the secretive timeline, the slip-ups, is spiraling on public timelines fast, and the narrative keeps shifting by the day. 21 might have made it through round one back in 2019 with strong legal help, but this second hit looks like it could be coming from inside the house, which always gets complicated. So what do you think? Is Kiana just heartbroken, or is she playing a risky game with real-life consequences? And where does Latto truly fit in all this, beyond the headlines and the hints? Thanks for watching. Drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for Gossip Confidential. Share this video with a friend who keeps receipts.